Well, good evening, basketball fans. You're looking live at Wayne City High School here in Wayne City, Illinois, where tonight it's the home opener for the Wayne City Indians as they take on the Stallions of Christ Our Rock Lutheran School. I'm Randy Olson, joined courtside here by Billy Rockett, former longtime basketball official. And Billy, hey, strap yourself in for some great boys high school basketball action tonight. Here we are in December. It's time to go,
It's that time of year. Gas the old vehicles and the buses up, and let's take off and get going.
You know, it's a kind of a special night here at Wayne City, too, because you got both gyms full of activity tonight. You got the Wayne City Invitational Junior High boys basketball tournament going on next door. They had Woodlawn playing Albion in the first game, which I think Woodlawn won that one.
They won that. I just talked to a guy in the concession area, and he said they won it big time.
And then you got Norris City taking on Sisney in the nightcap there. So a lot of people in the gymnasium next door to us for boys grade school action, and this gymnasium is starting to fill up for tonight's varsity boys action between Christ Our Rock and Wayne City. Both teams have had some early success here in holiday tournaments or Thanksgiving tournaments to start the year, haven't they, Billy?
Oh, yes, they have. Wayne City went down there and beat Thompsonville and North City, I guess it was.
Yep.
And then run up against Christopher down. Of course, Christopher's on their home court, and that's one of them deals that sometimes that home court will help you. Didn't help Illini last night, but
right, exactly. Yeah, but Wayne City did make it to the championship game and lost to the host Christopher Bearcats 75-69. But as you mentioned, along the way, they beat both Thompsonville and Norris City. They beat Thompsonville by 20, 70-50, and kind of spoiled the return of former Fox's coach, Kurt Reed. And then they beat NCOE 78-50 in a one-sided contest.
Yeah, see, they had two one-sided contests, so.
Mm-hmm. And Jim Corona is back at the helm again this year at Wayne City. It's his second season. And I think the guys are a lot more settled in with him now. And, of course, we had him on the sports couch with us a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about all the cool things that he did with the players this summer, Billy, where he literally went on a road trip with his players. He loaded them up in a van, and they went out to Kansas and I think Oklahoma, and they played basketball for several weeks out there and stayed in nice, tight quarters. You know, they were eating together, sleeping together, playing basketball together, riding in the van together, and they would do things as a team unit, and he would have them set their cell phones aside, too.
That's good, and that bonding agent kicks in on that. And, you know, honestly, Randy, I didn't think the boys did too bad last year with him as first-year coach. You know, you bring a first-year coach in, all of a sudden the guy's like, oh, man, what are we going to do now? But, you know, we had them several times last year, and I thought they all got along. He had their respect, they had his respect, and he played just about everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, there was no one on the Wayne City Indians bench that could ever complain much about playing time.
Well, no, you're right, and they were 18-12 last year, so they had a successful season for sure. And they made it. Well, they lost to Thompsonville in the regional last year, 42-28. And of course, we know how good Thompsonville was last year. But this year, it's something very unique. Do you realize that this is Jim Corona's 50th year? That's right, I said 50. 50 years that this guy has been coaching.
How is that when he only looks about 60?
No, I know. I don't know how he does it. But no, seriously, you know, he's been all over the place. Been in Vandalia, Effingham, Edwards County, you know, all over the place. And he told us on the sports couch a couple of weeks ago that he said, you know what, in my 50 years of coaching varsity boys high school basketball, I've never had a season where I've had 9 seniors. And that's what he's got this year at Wayne City. Count them, 9 seniors.
Wow.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not good for next year. Unless you got a real good JV team. If you got a JV team that can go about 20-4, then it ain't too bad.
Well, one of his starters, though, is actually a sophomore, and that's Taj McKinney. We remember how good he was last year as a freshman.
Yes.
And he's back for his sophomore season, the 5'9" sophomore. And Taj is, definitely a good guard. And they've had a transfer come in this year, too, a move in from Weber Township. Caden Taylor transferred from Weber over here to Wayne City, and he's a 6'3" senior, so he's one of those 9 seniors.
He didn't have to go far, did he?
No, didn't have to go far. And then
that's about where I parked at tonight with this game, and I should have just parked at Weber and walked.
I'm telling you, it is full here tonight for sure with games in both gyms. And then two of his other seniors that kind of added to the equation to make 9 seniors this year are 2 foreign exchange students, Giacomo Erba and Darren Duez. He told me on the Sports Scouts what countries those guys were from, and I've since forgotten that. I'll have to ask him again.
We need to have Danny pronounce them names.
Yeah, Danny would love those names.
Yeah, I was teasing him the other night about struggling with Jocelyn. We did that in Hamilton County game the other night, and I said, well, at least there ain't no Jocelyn on the roster.
Yeah, that's right. Giacomo Erba and Darren Duez. So those
we don't do bad at it.
Well, those are not really difficult names. We've seen some tougher ones with some of these foreign exchange students that we've seen teams have around here before, but those are not too bad. Well, let's talk a little bit about Christ Our Rock. We mentioned that Wayne City did well in the Christopher tournament. Christ Our Rock participated over in the Metro East Lutheran Thanksgiving tournament. They played 4 games over there. They split them. They went 2-2. And they had to play the host Metro East Lutheran team right out of the gate. And it was a 4-point game with 5 minutes to go, Billy. And you're talking about a Metro East Lutheran team that goes 6-6, 6-7.
Oh, yeah.
So for this Christ Our Rock bunch to go toe-to-toe with Metro East Lutheran and be only 4 points down with 5 minutes to go, I'd say speaks well for how well they played in that game. They lost it by 12, 66-54. But then they bounced back the next day or so and beat Piasaw Southwestern in that tournament by a score of 65-60, a game that went double overtime. So, that was a thrill.
Oh, yes, it was.
Then they beat East Alton Wood River 58-49. So you're talking about 2 schools that they beat that are quite a bit larger than they are in terms of enrollment, And so then they faced Waterloo Jabot in the Consolation Championship over there at Metro East Lutheran. And they came up just a little bit short, 58-49.
See, that ain't bad. You're talking about playing a school with a rich basketball tradition.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
so they come in here 2-2 tonight. Talking to their head coach, Steve Britt, before the game, he informed me, however, that they are missing 2 of their starters tonight, who are both seniors, and they're the first 2 guys you see listed on the program tonight for Christ Our Rock, and that's Zach Wibbles and Ty Reynolds. Zach Wibbles, unfortunately, tore a hamstring in PE class, which is really unfortunate. And then Ty Reynolds is in the hospital, we understand, and I think it's pneumonia or something like that. And so we hope that Ty gets recovered right away and is able to return to this basketball team. So Coach Britt is missing 2 starters tonight and his only 2 seniors he has on the squad. So that's a little bit of a tough pill to swallow when you come in here to Wayne City tonight.
Right, especially on the road.
Yeah.
But, the 2 that's going to replace them, they're going to get their playing time and get that all underneath them. And so when it comes down later in the season, some more tournaments and postseason, they're going to be seasoned.
Yeah.
And not play, like they've been riding the bench, most of the year. They'll know their role. They'll know what to do when they come in. And he'll know what to expect out of them and everything like that.
We want to welcome those fans who are watching the game tonight from Christ Our Rock Lutheran School. I know there's a lot of people in the Central area not able to make the trip down here tonight to Wayne City, so we're glad you logged on to watch the game with us here live on AreaSports.net. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about both teams and have the starting lineups and the play-by-play for you in just a moment. Keep it here on AreaSports.net.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods reminds you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at WayneWhitePropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods, located on West Main Street in. It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jagger's Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and Obedience Dog Training. It's your dog's home away from home. They will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Sometimes you need an attorney who can look out for your interest. Located just a short drive away in Mount Vernon, Olson & Reeves offer a free consultation to discuss your needs. Everything is discreet and confidential. At Olson & Reeves, they can provide you with consultation and assistance with traffic law and DUIs, estate planning, living wills, divorce, real estate contracts, personal injury and accidents, as well as medical malpractice. Call Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law in Mount Vernon at 316-7322.
Welcome back to Wayne City High School. Randy Olson courtside here along with Billy Rockett, ready for varsity boys basketball action tonight in the Midland Trail Conference as the Wayne City Indians entertaining the Stallions from Christ Our Rock Lutheran School. As we look at the Stallions a little bit more in detail here, Billy, the guy you'll want to watch for them tonight is number 11, Sam Britt. That is Coach Steve Britt's son. And Sam is just a junior, but he is closing in on 1,000 points for his career as a junior.
Yep. I got to go through some of that when I was officiating. They'd come to me and they'd say, "Hey, Billy, so-and-so and so-and-so or number so-and-so, they're 3 points away from 1,000 or whatever." I'm like, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, okay. You probably enjoyed that.
We get a good foul basket good in there in that lane.
You probably enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah.
I'll take care of that one.
Yeah, I'm sure that you did. That's great. You probably got to witness a lot of stuff like that in your long, illustrious broadcasting career.
Yeah.
How many years did you officiate again?
18.
I thought that's what you told me, 18. It's a long time. All right.
And you know, one of the things always tugged at my heartstrings was senior night. Senior night would always get me, you know.
Sure.
Last home game that them guys are going to put that uniform on, so.
Well, they are starting to lower the flag at center court. They've got one of those electronic flags here at Wayne City High School, and they are going to have the pep band here play the national anthem. And while they do that, we'll let you honor America along with us. Pep band here at Wayne City High School, their rendition of our national anthem. Stallions of Christ Our Rock Lutheran School will be wearing their dark blue jerseys tonight, trimmed in the gray and red. And we will follow along with the public address announcer as their starters are introduced. They have an enrollment now of 119. School has grown over the years. Again, it's still not been there that long, Billy.
No, it's not.
But they're up to 119 students now.
Some schools been around here 100 years, don't have that many.
That compares to Wayne City with 154.
At guard, number 11, a junior.
Number 11 is the coach's son, Sam Britt. He's sporting those neat white goggles or glasses there. Number 10 is Timar Offit. And Offit was not able to play as much last year as what he would like, but he's glad to be back this year. Ethan Peltis, number 15, is a freshman. Number 14 is Drew Martin. He is a sophomore. They do not have the heights for Christ Our Rock listed in the program. Number 30 looks to be the tallest guy on the team, though, and that's Colin Ramsauer. He's a junior, wears number 30. So, again, they'll go with Offit, number 10, Britt, number 11, Ramsauer, number 30, Martin, number 14, and Peltis, number 15. So, again, with both seniors being out, they'll be starting 3 juniors, a sophomore and a freshman. And now for the Wayne City Indians, coming in with that record of 2-1 after their second-place finish at the Christopher Thanksgiving Tournament. Number 5 is Taj McKinney, the 5'9" sophomore. Number 25 is Marcus Durham. He's one of the 9 seniors on the squad. Marcus goes 6'2". Number 42 is Caden Taylor. Taylor is a transfer that moved in from Weber Township. Taylor's a 6'3" senior. Number 22 is Kent Miller. He's a 6-foot senior for the Indians. And rounding out the starting 5 is Travis Dickey, number 34, 6'2" senior for Coach Jim Corona and the Indians.
You'll be hearing that name a lot tonight.
Yeah, and you know what Dickey did last year against Christ Our Rock up at their place.
At their place. Set
a new school record for most three-pointers made in a game. Will he have that kind of night tonight?
I'd say they'll try to remember that. I would, wouldn't you?
I imagine the Stallions have not forgotten that at all. So, again, it's Dickey, Durham, Miller, Taylor, and McKinney for Coach Jim Corona, but he has really got a deep bench. Again, when you got 9 seniors plus you're starting a sophomore, you've got you got a deep bench. So he'll be running a lot of guys in and out of there. He'll be like line changes, you know. Who are the officials? You know those guys?
This one over here, but I can't think of his name.
Okay.
I think he's from Fairfield.
Yes, he is. He's a pharmacist in Fairfield.
Yes. What's his?
Jumping at center circle will be Caden Taylor. And he'll jump against Drew Martin. Again, you can also follow us on Twitter at AreaSports.net, and we invite you to visit many of the new features on our website as well. We'll talk about those during the broadcast, as the tip is controlled by Wayne City in the white uniforms as they come out here to Durham. In the corner now, they work it to Miller. Out front is Dickey. Three-pointer on the way, no good, and on the rebound we got a foul called.
Has for that, didn't he?
Yeah. Sam Britt had his hands on the ball to get the rebound for Christ Our Rock, but he was bumped. So the foul goes against Wayne City, and it'll be Stallions basketball. Just underway here as we put the scoreboard on the screen for you.
I really like that at home watching.
Ethan Peltis gives it up to Offit. Yeah, it's a nice feature. From the corner, the shot is short. Good box out there by the Indians, and away they come on the rebound. Kent Miller on the dribble. Quickly in the front court. Comes out to Durham. Durham back over to Miller. Bounce passes it inside. An easy one for Caden Taylor, and it's 2-0 Indians. Taylor did a nice job of sealing his man there, Billy, to get open for that easy put in. Stallions with the ball now. Britt has it on the left wing. Comes back out to Offit. He'll penetrate inside. Goes up for the scoop shot. Missed it. No good. Durham with the rebound. Offit's very quick off the dribble. Gives them one of those things you just can't coach is speed. You either got it or you don't.
That's right.
And Mr. Offit's got it. Another rebound or another foul is called on the Stallions.
Pelties. How you say it?
Pelties, yes. He's a freshman. That's his first personal. Out of bounds on the baseline to the Indians. Here's a little give and go as it comes back into the inbounder, who was Miller. His shot's missed, though. Rebound by the Stallions. Back the other way. Quickly they come into the front court. Britt goes down the lane. Little jump step is no good on the shot. Taj McKinney comes out quickly on the rebound for the Indians, and he goes coast to coast.
We've seen a lot of that last year.
He is quick, and again, he's just a sophomore. Yeah, we saw him do that last year as a freshman. We talked about Offit being speedy and good off the dribble. You can say the same about Taj McKinney, he's at the line to shoot a pair here for the Indians, stopping the clock with 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Wayne City up 2-0. Make it 3 as the free throw is good. Yeah, on our website you'll find team photos of many of the varsity boys basketball teams around this part of Southern Illinois. We've got several of them posted on there that the athletic directors from various schools have been sharing with us, and we appreciate that. And we have many more to post that we received today. So we'll update that on the website tomorrow. And then we'll also have a page set aside for all the team pictures of girls' teams for you, too. Nice drive on the baseline there for the Stallions, and they are on the board. Courtesy of Drew Martin, yes. Martin with a nice layup. Makes it 3-2. There's a shot that's missed by the Indians. Stallions clear it. Britt will bring it up. Gives it to Martin. There's a steal by McKinney. He jumped in the passing lane. He's going to race to the other end, put up the shot, and score. Taj McKinney makes it 5-2 in favor of the Indians. Off it quickly in the front court again for the Stallions. Back out to Martin. He'll put up a 3 ball. He missed it. Rebound is chased down by McKinney. He'll bring it back up. Long pass diagonally for Wayne City down on the baseline to Dickey. Tries to get it inside to Taylor. And it's stolen away by the Stallions. Turnover on the Indians. 5:05 to play here, opening quarter. Shot from the wing by Martin is no good. Rebound back the other way for the Indians. Quickly up the court. Shot is missed by McKinney. The foul is no good by Taylor. And now they'll reset it out front with Miller. Miller comes to Durham. He'll launch a 3, and he got it. The big guy can hit that trifecta.
He did. Left-handed.
9-2 now in favor of Wayne City. Here's Offit in the front court again for the Stallions. Over to Britt. Now in the corner again to Martin. Back to Britt. Over to Offit. Offit down the lane between two defenders. Has it stripped and taken away from him. Kent Miller back the other way for Wayne City. In the corner to Dickey. Launches a 3. Got it. Nothing but net. Travis Dickey, he loves that spot. Timeout on the court is going to be taken. Going to be taken by the Christ Our Rock Stallions. What do you think so far, Billy? What do you notice right out of the gate here?
Well, I'm thinking that Christ Our Rock is missing them 2 seniors because I'm taking it. They're pretty tall.
Yep.
And Wayne City, I mean, they're not the tallest team in the world, but they got a little bit of a size advantage. And they're going to have shut down Taj McKinney. He's doing a lot of penetrating. He's getting it up and down the court.
Mm-hmm.
And we went almost 3 minutes without turnover, but then Christ Our Rock has turned it over twice and Wayne City once.
You notice that Tymar Offit wants to penetrate down the lane for Christ Our Rock, and Wayne City is trying to double him as he comes down the lane to,
Yeah, he's not had much luck down there.
Here's Britt in the corner now to Peltis. Back out to Britt. To Offit. Offit stops, puts up a 16-footer, missed it. Rebound again by Wayne City. And there's really not been any offensive rebounds here for the Stallions in the early going.
Knowing Wayne City's got a few.
Shot by McKinney is off the mark, no good. Rebound by Christ Our Rock back the other way. Here they come with Martin. Back to Offit. He'll launch a 3, missed it. Offensive rebound again by Durham. Yeah, it's pretty much one and done here for the Stallions as Wayne City is gathering up the basketball on those missed shots.
And they're not afraid to put up the 3.
There's a traveling violation on Durham out front as he started to make his move to the basket. Checking into the game for Wayne City, number 50, that's Noah Cooper. Big Noah is 6'4". He'll replace Durham. So 6'2" sits down, 6'4" comes in. Pretty good trade-off, I'd say. And 3:14 to play here, opening quarter. Stallions have the basketball. Sam Britt out front gives it up to Offit. Back to Britt. Looking for a shot. Finds a man down low on the cutter, and Drew Martin is in there with the layup. Nice pass down to Martin, and he put it up and in. And give credit on the shot there, on the pass there by Britt. Indians try to go inside. It's knocked out of bounds. They'll keep the basketball. Here comes one of the foreign exchange students for the Wayne City Indians. That's Darren Duez. He's 6 feet tall.
What grade is Drew Martin in?
Drew Martin's a sophomore.
Sophomore. He's going to be a good ball player time he's senior because
Yeah, he is. Here is the inbound to Taylor. To Duez. Back to Taylor. Nice give and go. And layup is good. Good teamwork there by the Indians. Makes it 14-4 now. Here's a shot from the corner by Martin. It's good. Right on cue there, Billy.
He's got all 7 points.
Is that right?
Yep.
14-7. Indians back on the attack. Here's Caden Taylor out front. Won't go. Rebound is gathered in by the Stallions. Britt has it. Up quickly. Britt all the way down the lane. Puts up the shot. Good. Scored. Coast to coast for Sam Britt. 14-9.
He did that little college two-step, too.
He did. Taylor tries to go down low. Has it punched away. Duez gets it back. Goes to Big Noah. Noah's double team. Throws it out to Dickey. Now to McKinney. McKinney spins in the lane. Gives it to Taylor, and he scores. 16-9. Good ball movement there by the Wayne City Indians. Minute and a half left to go here in the first quarter. And Britt's going to be fouled. A little hip check there. In the ball game for Wayne City, number 3 is Andrew White. And also checking in is number 24, Jarrett Lewis. White's a 6-foot senior, and Lewis is 6-foot junior.
Here's where some of your depth can come in with a minute 26 to go.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how long it takes for this minute 26, and you got another minute for your timeout.
Well, we talked about it on the pregame show, the fact that Coach Corona has so much depth this year with the 9 seniors, plus starting a sophomore. So,
right.
I mean, that's 10 guys. And that doesn't count these juniors that are coming in. And Cooper's out there now, and Jarrett Lewis is out there now. They're both juniors. So, pretty much plays them all.
Yeah.
Foul on the Indians is going to send Sam Britt to the line. Stops the clock with a minute 23 to go here, opening quarter. And the free throw rims in and out, no good.
That foul was on Darren Duez.
Something else you'll see on our website here at AreaSports.net is the latest basketball polls for Class 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. That's right, Billy. Polls are already out, even though some teams only played a game or two. But it's kind of interesting to see.
I seen on Twitter the other day somebody said, well, they've got Chicago rated, and they ain't played a game. Are they still at recruiting?
I saw that comment, too. I thought that was good.
Boom!
Banked in. Peltis banks it in.
Well, they're back within 3.
Rock. They're hanging around here.
What that 3 will do to you.
That's what happens. As the ball is knocked out of bounds, last touched by Sam Britt. It'll be Indians basketball. 52 seconds here to go. Opening quarter. JV contest tonight went the way of Wayne City, as the shot out front is no good by Andrew White, and chased down in the corner, knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Wayne City. Christ Our Rock led at halftime of the JV game, but Wayne City came back and won the junior varsity contest 55-48. Here is the inbound. And they lose it out of bounds. Pass came into Jarrett Lewis and then was lost out of bounds on the opposite side. 3-point Wayne City lead here. A couple of other finals that have come in already tonight. We'll pass along to you as we go here. Of course, you can also be checking our Twitter page as well, AreaSports.net on Twitter. Looks like Stallions content to hold it for one shot here, Billy.
I believe that's a good idea. We've seen so many teams 40 seconds and they've got 3 possessions. You know, if I was a coach, that'd drive me crazy.
Offit dishes it to Ramsauer, but he couldn't control it. Lost it out of bounds. It was a nice pass there, I thought, by Offit, but couldn't control it. 6 seconds to go. Let's see if Wayne City can get a quality shot off here. They should. They get it up. There's a shot from behind the arc, and it's no good by White. And at the end of one period, our score is Wayne City 16 and Christ Our Rock Lutheran 13. We will come back, bring you second quarter action in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
Underwriting on the Vines made possible by Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. You can support your favorite team with T-shirts and other team gear, including Sisney, Wayne City, Fairfield, Jasper, New Hope, and others. The new location features a larger showroom with more products and services being added. Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods also does banners in a variety of sizes, as well as business printing needs like letterhead, envelopes, and business cards. Their website is fairfieldprintingandgraphics.com, and we appreciate their underwriting.
Welcome back here to Wayne City High School. Indians lead it by 3 after one quarter. Billy, your thoughts on that first quarter play?
Well, you know, Wayne City jumped out in front first. A couple turnovers hurt the Stallions, and their shooting percentage at first kind of hurt them a little bit, but then they had that little give and go with Britt and Martin, and then Martin hit a three, and then next thing you know, Wayne City turned it over 3 times, and they're back in the ball game.
Yep. Here we go as we start the second quarter play. Stallions have the basketball first. As bringing it across is Britt. Down to Offit and knocked out of bounds. He'll stay with the Stallions. Again, if you just joined us, 2 starters missing tonight for Christ Our Rock Lutheran School, and they're 2 seniors on the roster. One is out with an injury, and one is out with a sickness, is actually in the hospital. So, a little shorthanded tonight for Coach Steve Britt, but they are hanging in here nonetheless with Wayne City thus far. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the Indians. Who did they give that one to?
I don't know. This two-handed foul given is wearing me out.
Got 20 up on the board, but he's not in the game. Well, yeah, he is. I'm sorry. Yep, he is. That's Clark Anderson. Free throw is good to make it a 2-point game. Second one is also good. Both of those put in by Colin Ramsauer. So we got us a 1-point ball game here, Billy. Bounce pass inside to Durham. Nice footwork there on the block. 18-15.
Durham's got 5 on the night.
You know, when he catches it that deep in that position, that's a pretty tough stop.
Yeah, and he's left-handed, you know, and defender, you got to go completely across his body.
Shot from the corner is up no good by Peltis. Quickly cleared by the Indians all the way down to McKinney. Missed the bunny. And chased down by Britt. 2-on-1 here for the Stallions. And the shot is blocked.
Gonna get a foul on that one.
Got him with the body as Drew Martin is fouled. He'll go to the line for the Stallions. And that stops the clock with 6:48 to go here in the first half.
Anderson second.
And back into the ball game is Caden Taylor. Second one is good. 18-16 now as the Indians bring it back across. I don't think Coach Corona's real happy with the way the Indians are playing right now. I mean, yes, they're ahead, but they have made some early mistakes here. As a shot is made off the runner there.
A nice little runner.
A real pretty runner that time by Travis Dickey. Here's Britt along the baseline for the Stallions. Goes inside the paint to Ramsauer. He puts up a shot, missed it. There's 3 Indians to grab the rebound. Here they come. Quickly up the court is McKinney with it. McKinney against Offutt. That's a nice matchup. Seeing those two out there working against each other. Speed on speed there. I like that.
I was grinning. He was grinning. I don't know what it was about.
Bounce pass inside to Taylor. He's double teamed, spins the other direction, puts up the jump hook, missed it. Tipped around. Durham's got it back. He goes up. He missed it. This time, Ramsauer comes away with a rebound for the Stallions. Quickly in the front court, and a foul's going to be called as Britt is going to be hammered by Kent Miller. Stops the clock with 5:47 to go here in the first half. Again, Christ Our Rock going toe-to-toe here with Wayne City.
They are, and free throws will keep them in this quarter.
Sam Britt at the line makes the first one.
Coach's boy has to hit a free throw, Randy.
Yeah, he better. He's going to hear about it on the way home.
He is. Oh, he missed that one. Jinxed him, didn't I?
You did. Rebound by the Indians. They'll bring it up. Miller's got it. Comes over to Durham. In the corner to Dickey. Dickey back out to Taylor from the elbow. He got it. 15-footer is good. Caden Taylor, 22-17 now. Indians by 5. Offutt has it out front for the Stallions. Works on Taylor. Out in the corner, shot is short by Peltis. Rebound by McKinney. Out on the dribble for the Indians. Tries to throw a diagonal pass down to Durham, but it's off his shoulder blade and out of bounds. Turnover back to the Stallions. 5:11 to play first half. Hey, this Wayne City bunch has really beefed up their schedule this year, Billy. And we can kind of talk about that as we go along here. They have added some big-time games this year. They are going to go on the road and play Class 3A Murfreesboro Red Devils and Class 2A Robinson Maroons.
Wow.
That's some pretty serious competition.
It is. It's a whole both place,
It
except
is.
for Murfreesboro.
And then they're going to play in the North Clay Shootout at Louisville on January 4th, and their opponent, Coach told me tonight, is going to be Metro East Lutheran.
Wow.
So, again, they have really beefed up their schedule. New athletic director this year at Wayne City. That's Jake Talbert, former athlete here at Wayne City. He also coaches the junior varsity team here. And, yeah, he told me an interesting story about how they happened to get that Murfreesboro game. It was quite unique. I'll share that with you as we go along. But
you know what?
You want to step up and play better competition? There you go.
You know what they got in mind? That week of February 24th, I'm going to get you, Woodlawn.
Well, I mean, it's all about getting ready for postseason,
Yeah.
getting ready for the regional. And when you take a look at somebody that's been there or done that, like Woodlawn, who is arguably the favorite in 1A in this immediate area and in the conference. Look at how they've stepped up their schedule.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Woodlawn is playing to topless now. And, of course, in recent years, they've played, Heron and Flora and, other teams like that are much bigger than them. And that makes them better. Can't argue with that. And now this year, they have moved out of the Cesar Valier tournament, talking about Woodlawn here, and they have gone into the Duster Thomas tournament at Pinckneyville. So they're going to be playing bigger schools down there like Pinckneyville and potentially Salem and, other schools that are in that tournament. So
that helps you.
So Wayne City has decided to do the same thing. They're beefing up their schedule this year, and they certainly have. As foul on Wayne City puts the Stallions at the line. Ramsauer misses the free throw. Indians with the rebound. Give it down the lane to Durham. He puts up the shot and in. 24-17. Wayne City by 7. 3:58 to go here in the first half as driving down the lane is Sam Britt. He's fouled. Getting ready to check back in for Wayne City is going to be Darren Duez, one of the foreign exchange students. Sam Britt back at the line. That foul on Kent Miller's his second, looks like. And that's, Billy, that is 8 team fouls on Wayne City here in the first half. And I would say that probably Coach Drona not real happy about that.
Yep. Caden Taylor and Kent Miller and Clark Anderson's all got 2 apiece.
Mm-hmm. Britt at the line, made the first one, and the second one rolls off. Rebound by Wayne City. They'll bring it up.
They've shot 9 free throws this quarter.
No kidding.
Yep.
Duez over to McKinney, back to Duez, inside Durham. Across the lane, it goes to Big Noah, and he puts it up and in. They're going to call it on the floor. Let's see. The officials are conferring. What would you say, Mr. Official? Was that on the floor or was it on the shot?
I believe I'd call it on the floor.
Well, that's the way they called it. You must have given them a hand signal from up
15.
here. Your 18 years of basketball officiating experience.
College and the pros, though, they give them that continuance, but that was a long continuance.
Yeah, it was. Here's the inbound to Noah. His shot is short. Durham tries to chase it down. He does. Flips it out to Duez. Back to Durham. Back to Duez. Duez guarded by Britt out there. To Taj McKinney, and three-pointer is no good. Britt with the rebound for the Stallions. He brings it up. Gives it to Offit. Back to Britt. In the corner to Peltis. Now to Martin. Down the lane. Shot's good. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about Martin.
Martin, yeah, he looks
being
like
a sophomore. He's
playing good for a sophomore. He'll be a good ball player in 2 years.
He's
Chicago War needs to take a look at him.
They haven't played a game yet.
Recruiting, they say.
But they're ranked number 1.
They're out recruiting.
That's right. Shot missed on the baseline, and back the other way comes the Stallions, and that's blocked out of bounds. 2:38 to play in the first half. Still a 4-point game here. Indians clinging to it. Stallions not being intimidated in the least. Despite the Wayne City size advantage, and clearly more depth. Shot missed out front by Peltis is no good. Duez with the rebound brings it up for Wayne City. Comes to McKinney. Out to Travis Dickey. To Duez. He'll go inside to Big Noah. He almost lost it out of bounds. Back to Duez. Gives it to Durham, and shots missed. A lot of bunnies missed in there tonight by Wayne City. A lot of bunnies. And back the other way goes Offit. He's going to be fouled. That's another Wayne City personal. Number 9 for the half. Only 3 fouls on Christ Our Rock.
And they've not been fouling.
Benton leads Johnston City 46-24 down at the Goreville tournament. Also down there tonight, Anna Jonesboro beat Hamilton County 52-33. And over to Carlisle Kaskaskia tournament tonight. Pinckneyville beat Flora 64-33. Those are some other scores of other games around the area. As a free throw is made on the first one by Offit. Tymar Offit. You know, he's just a junior, so Coach Britt will have him around next year.
He's quick.
Very quick.
Well, he got that line drive free throw, but he hit 2 of them straight.
Boy, he got the English on that one.
Man.
Holy cow. 2-point game. And timeout's going to be called, and it's going to be called again by the Stallions.
Full timeout.
All right, so adjust my score back here. They must have wiped that last free throw off because that went in because we were talking about all the English it had on it, but it was 24-22, and now they've wiped it off and made 24-21. I'm not exactly sure unless there was a scoring error down there. What do you got? You got 21 for Christ Our Rock?
I got 22, and I got him as hitting both of them.
No.
So evidently, they wiped it off. He come over and he said something before they called the timeout.
Right. The official was talking.
But I don't know.
Well, maybe we can get some clarification here at halftime.
And he's now pointing. It had to be a lane violation someplace
because
that's what he's explaining to.
Yeah. Unless the shooter stepped over the line, that would be another violation. All right.
All right.
Nonetheless, it's 2:09 to play here first half.
Mark that one out, Randy.
Wayne City with the lead and the basketball. They come down to Andrew White and over to Jarrett Lewis. Back to White. He'll drive baseline against Offutt. Comes inside to Big Noah, and Noah's shot bounces off the back iron and in. Hung up there for a minute, didn't it?
Yeah, who hit that, Cooper?
Yeah, Noah Cooper. Drew Martin back the other way now for the Stallions. Gives it up to Ramsauer. Picked up his dribble and also picked up his pivot foot. Traveling violation. Gives it back to Wayne City. Minute 37 to play.
Couldn't hit a guard quick enough.
Nope. Long three from the left wing is no good by Jarrett Lewis. Stallions have it. Britt in the front court. To Offutt. Offutt wants to drive. Now back to Britt. He'll take it inside the paint, puts up a shot, scores. Makes it a 3-point game. I would say if you're Christ Our Rock, you got to be thrilled with the fact that you are 3 points down with a minute to go in the first half here on the road at Wayne City.
Yeah, that was their only second field goal this quarter. All been free throws.
Especially missing two of your senior starters tonight. As the drive down the lane results in a foul. It's Darren Duez, foreign exchange student, is fouled.
Let's see, Offutt got him.
It's going to be only the first personal on Offutt and their fourth team foul on Stallions. As free throw is in and out, no good. By Duez. 51 seconds to go here in the first half. Second one is good. 27-23. Offutt in the front court. To Britt. Britt around a screen. Gives it back to Offutt. He'll go inside the lane. Puts up a shot. Missed it.
A little out of control on that one.
A little bit. Noah with the rebound.
They should have went probably for the last shot.
Long three is up and in by Andrew White. And it puts Wayne City up by 7. 19 seconds left in the half, and there's a foul out front. As applying the pressure out there was Duez. But he commits the personal on Britt. Britt will go back to the line where he's had several trips this first half. Sam Britt, he will likely eclipse the 1,000 point mark this year.
Do you know how many he needs?
I thought it was only going to be like 7 or 8 games in that he was probably going to do it, more than likely, so can't be too far away. Missed both of them there. Shot from the corner is off, no good. Rebound by Offutt. Looks at the clock. Can he get a shot off? He does, but he missed it. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the first half. After one half of play here in Wayne City, our score is Wayne City Indians 30 and the Christ Our Rock Stallions 23. We will come back, take a look at the first half stats, talk a little bit more about this game and about the schedule to come, a little bit about some more features on the website, and we'll check the ticker and pass along some other scores to you as well, all coming up here on AreaSports.net. Stay with us.
Underwriting on the Vines made possible by Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. You can support your favorite team with T-shirts and other team gear, including Sisney, Wayne City, Fairfield, Jasper, New Hope, and others. The new location features a larger showroom with more products and services being added. Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods also does banners in a variety of sizes, as well as business printing needs like letterhead, envelopes, and business cards. Their website is fairfieldprintingandgraphics.com, and we appreciate their underwriting. Underwriting on the Vines made possible by Fairfield. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home. They will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
And welcome back to Wayne City High School. Our halftime score, Wayne City leads it over Christ Our Rock Lutheran 30-23. I'm Randy Olson courtside along with Billy Rockett. Billy is working on our halftime stats, and I think he's checking some of the college scores too. We've got a big one coming up later tonight as my Michigan State Spartans are hosting Duke. First time that Duke has played, in my memory, at the Breslin Center in East Lansing, Michigan. So that'll be a winner. Yeah, I don't know of another time that Duke has been there. Huh. Don't you know that would have been a tough ticket tonight?
Yes, it would have been a tough ticket.
What do you got for us?
All righty, halftime stats. Let's go with the visitors, Christ Our Rock. Got 23 points at halftime. Offutt has 1. Britt has 7. Ramsauer 2. Drew Martin with 10. And Ethan Peltes with 3. They was 7 for 14 from the line. So they shot 12 free throws in that second quarter.
Wow.
For the Wayne City Indians, Dickey with 5, Marcus Durham with 7, Caden Taylor 8, Taz McKinney 4, Andrew White 3, Dan Duez 1, Noah Cooper with 2. They was 3 for 4 from the line. For halftime score of 30-23. And I'm sure Christ Our Rock is satisfied with being within 7.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can tell up here their height difference. You know, they're short of height, but they're scrappy. They give and go. They drive. Wayne City's got to have to learn to shut that drive off without fouling.
Without fouling is
without
the key.
Fouling,
yeah.
Because they've racked up. What they rack up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fouls that half compared to 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and so you got Kip Miller, Caden Taylor, Clark Anderson, and Duez with 2 apiece. And if you get up there early in that third quarter and pick up that third foul, you know, somebody's going to have to go to the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of the starters, they got some bench time already in the first half. I wouldn't want to be in Wayne City's locker room right now.
No, definitely not. Basketball action tonight between Centralia and Carbondale. Centralia spotted Carbondale 6-0 lead, then scored 19 in a row to lead 19-6 at the end of the first quarter. Also, Woodlawn in action tonight over at the Carlisle tournament, taking on Hillsborough tonight at the Carlisle Kaskaskian tournament. And after 3 quarters, Woodlawn leads Hillsborough 66-26. Wow. Cardinals on a roll. You got some college coaches, college scores for us.
I got some college scores. In the Big Ten, we got the Big Ten ACC Challenge this week. Northwestern beats Boston College 82-64. Iowa beats Syracuse on the road 68-54. And Louisville's leading Michigan in the second half 40-28. In the Missouri Valley Conference, Indiana State beats North Dakota State 71-60. Loyola Ramblers upends Ball State 70-58. And Eastern Michigan beat the Crusaders from Valpo 85-79.
All right. Speaking of college scores, You can keep up with college scores of interest in our area by going to our website at AreaSports.net. We've got a page on there now called College Hoops, and we put scores on there of teams of interest to local and area people, teams like, well, all of the Illinois colleges, such as University of Illinois, Illinois State, Eastern Illinois, SIU, all of those. But also we have keep track of St. Louis U, Evansville, and then, of course, some of the big boys like Michigan State, Kentucky, Duke, some of those that are of local interest, of course. And then most importantly, probably, for a lot of people, is we post junior college scores on there, JUCO scores. It's hard to find JUCO scores from like Red Lake and Kaskaskia and Lakeland and Southeastern
John
and Swick and all that. Yeah. But we have them there for you on our website at AreaSports.net.
And I guess from what I've been hearing, John A. and Red Lake's pretty loaded this year.
Well, from the scores that we've seen so far, they've been doing well and scoring a lot of points. So
that updated score, Louisville 50, Michigan 37. That's 1 against 4.
Yeah.
With 335.5. Was you surprised Louisville going to 1?
Yeah, probably a little bit. Michigan, of course, an interesting story with member of the Fab Five, Juwan Howard, the coach this year, the new coach that they brought in, and he's done a pretty good job so far with them. And, kind of an interesting story going on there with Wolverines basketball after John Beilein left to go to the pros. Christopher leads Cobden tonight, 33-28. In other boys' high school basketball action. Of course, we'll have all the scores posted for you later on tonight here on our website at AreaSports.net. That Centralia Carbondale game, by the way, in case I didn't make it clear, is actually a girls' game, not a boys' game. So that's a girls' game with Centralia leading Carbondale 31-14. All right. Here it is 30-23 at halftime. We've got a couple minutes left here before the start of the second half. What else you got there, Billy? You looks like you came prepared with some other stuff there. You love talking college hoops, don't you?
Yeah, I'm about caught up on all of it. According to my paperwork, ZR's playing Cesar tonight at Cesar. Did you see that one?
Haven't seen the score come across yet.
That's a quick conference game if my schedule is right.
It would be. Of course, this is a conference game here tonight, too, but that would be a quick one. Now, Fairfield's going to play Cesar this coming Saturday night, and that's at Fairfield. The Mules back in action after finishing second place at the Capital Classic at Lawrence County. So they'll play Cesar at the Mule Barn this Saturday night. We're planning on being there to bring that game to you here live on AreaSports.net. Pretty good crowd here tonight as we got games in both gyms this evening as the junior high basketball tournament goes on next door. Again, you had Woodlawn win the first one there in that junior high tournament next door tonight against Albion, and right now they've got Norris City going against Sisney. Sisney probably would be the favorite in that one, I would say. Well, if you're Coach Steve Britt of Christ Our Rock, what did you tell your people at halftime?
Keep it up.
Keep doing what you're doing and hang tough, huh?
You don't fix anything that's not broken.
Yeah, you're only down by 7. Yep. If you're Coach Corona, though, what do you tell your troops at halftime in the Indians' locker room?
You have got to shut that penetration off.
You got to quit fouling.
Yes.
Sending them to the line, letting them score with the clock stopped. Yeah. You play better defense by moving your feet. Well, we'll see how the teams respond to their coaches' comments and challenges. Speaking of coaches, we invite you to join us every Saturday morning for the Sports Couch live on AreaSports.net. And we're debuting on a new radio station this coming Saturday morning. That's right. You can find us this Saturday morning on the Big 1210 as well as 98.7. That's right.
We got a final.
What is it?
Benton Rangers 59, Johnson City Indians 33.
Okay, so Benton starts out 2-0 down there at that Goreville Invitational Tournament.
Reckon them referees in the hospitality room, they just got out here. They may have been in them brownies that I was wanting.
They might have, or
them
they might have.
Dumplings
chicken dumplings was pretty good tonight, I'll tell you what. Boy, some good chicken dumplings.
Nothing like good hospitality, right?
You know, my wife's supposed to be making a chili tonight, too. And
she is?
Yeah, so I got to save some room for chili
it
when I get
is.
home. It's chilly weather.
Yep, it is. Vegetable soup. I love vegetable soup.
All right, here we go. Second half is underway. Teams change ends as the pass comes inside to Durham, and he scores right away for the Indians.
9 for Durham on the night.
32-23.
See, there's that penetration and
you call
layup.
it. Off it, all the way down the lane, scores. 32-25. Indians back in the front court again. Here's a long three by McKinney, and he got it. That was way out there. 10-point lead for the Indians. Let's see how the Stallions answer now. Off it. Almost had it stolen away there. Just jumping in the passing lane and knocking it away was McKinney. They'll trigger it back in.
Turnovers were 5-5 in the first half.
Britt gets it into Peltis. Has it slapped around and stolen. Here's McKinney with it. Tries to leave it for the trailer, and it's knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Indians. Trigger man will be Kent Miller. Again, 9 seniors on this Indians ball club. Here's Taj McKinney from the baseline, no good. Durham gets the rebound, back up, left it short, got it again. Back up, no good. How about one more time? Yep, but
I thought McKinney got fouled on that three.
That'll send Marcus Durham to the line. 6'2" senior. He's a lefty. As you mentioned earlier, he missed that one. Another one coming. Missed that one too. Been a few baseball moves already, Billy, but I don't think the Cardinals or Cubs have done anything yet.
No, I did read today where they said that when I stopped, I was working in the yard and I stopped for lunch. I seen on 2 different social media posts. Who hit that, Taylor?
Caden Taylor with the jumper makes it a 12-point.
That several executives from other teams said the Cubs will be aggressive and maniac this offseason.
Aggressive and maniac.
Aggressive and maniac.
Okay, we'll see. The winter meetings will be coming up here real soon. Yep, a few guys have signed already. Some free agent contracts and things. So Durham has it on the baseline. He's double teamed. He leaves it for the trailer who comes in behind him, Kent Miller. He scores. And that's good offensive set there by the Indians. And they go up by 14. And timeout is going to be called by the Stallions. Yeah, I think the Brewers have actually lost a couple players already to free agency, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I think yesterday at, I don't know what time it was the non-tender deadline. Mm-hmm. And the Cubs give up on Addison Russell. He's gone.
Did that surprise you or not?
No, it didn't.
You'd kind of given up on him, hadn't you?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I was going to let him. I was okay with letting him finish out in the year. I thought, if he comes back, and I don't know. It just seems like there's potential there, but I don't know.
By the way, fans, Billy is probably the biggest Cub fan I know. So we rib each other all the time. Me being such a Cardinal fan and him being such a big Cubs fan. So it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Always a good time. You got any Cubs gear on tonight? You usually have Cubs gear on all the time.
I got a Cubs keychain.
Well, there you go. See,
yeah.
I knew you'd have something Cubs. Shot in the lane. A nice turnaround by Drew Martin.
12 for him tonight.
For the Stallions. Cuts it back to 39-27.
And the year that they won the World Series, he probably had his career year. So, if that's the case, that's fine. I'll take it.
Here's Durham from the corner. He knocks it down. The big man showing the 3-point touch.
He said, I can't hit them 15-foot free throws, but I'll hit that 20-foot three-pointer.
Indians by 15 now as Offit dribbles it off somebody's foot. Gives a pass back. Over to Martin. Back to Offit again. Swings it in the corner to Peltis. You remember Peltis out there playing. He's just a freshman. Here's a shot. It's off. No good by Britt. And it's rebounded by the Indians again. In the front court. Miller to Dickey, down to Durham. Double teamed. Comes back to Dickey. Three-pointer. Lips in and out. No good. Ramsauer with the rebound. Stallions back on the attack. Britt looking for penetration. He finds it. Lays it all the way up and in. Nobody ever made him pick up his dribble there, Danny. Or Billy. Kept right on going. And a foul at the other end.
He did that several times tonight.
He has. Yeah, he has a nose for the rim, so if you don't stop him, he's going to take it all the way. Here's a bounce pass inside to Durham. He is almost too far under the backboard. Shot on the follow is good by Caden Taylor. Another timeout. This time it's taken by Wayne City.
After our halftime speech, Wayne City's kind of dominated this quarter here.
They have. They have come out running much better sets and moving the basketball much better.
14-4, they're outscored them this quarter.
Again, the JV contest was won by Wayne City, 55-48, although Christ Our Rock led at halftime of that one.
I'm really impressed with our crowd. Wayne City's always got a good crowd, but Christ Our Rock brought a good crowd.
Yep. In that high school located just west of Centralia.
It's over by Kaskaskia College.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right over there by Kaskaskia College. Sure is. If they're by Shattuck Road, I think it's called.
Shattuck, yep.
They've been working on a bridge over there for a long time, though, so I don't know if they got that taken care of yet or not. I know some people.
They worked one over between here and St. Louis for the last 61 years, I know of.
61 years, right. Are you saying since you've been alive? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You remember seeing that construction going on when you were a baby?
I think so.
Okay. Here's a drive by Ramsauer. Missed the shot. Rebound by the Indians.
Probably going to Cardinal Cub game.
Probably.
San Ernie Banks.
Ferguson Jenkins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Travis Dickey missed the shot. Now here's a steal by Martin. And then knocked it away by Offit. It'll be Wayne City basketball. 3:56 to go here, third quarter. Well, you know, this game tonight between Michigan State and Duke is a big one in terms of bragging rights, I guess. Huh?
You won't miss much of that.
I've got a recording.
You going to start the first?
I don't know. Depends upon whether somebody spoils it for me.
That always, that was my next comment out of my mouth.
Yeah. Durham with the fake and the shot. Missed it. Lipped in and out. Goes out of bounds. It's off the Stallions. Indians will keep it. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things when you know what the score is, it's tough to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
But
I'll have somebody text me or call, or sometimes I'll there's been times before I would record a Cub game, and you know that's tough. Yeah. 3-hour baseball game and you can't stay off, you know. My wife will come home and work. Hey, did you know Cubs beat the Padres 4-2 today? Hell, I'm in the third inning.
Well, I guess I know now, honey. Thank you. Kent Miller is fouled, but let's see. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. So it'll be out of bounds to the Indians. 3 team fouls this half on the Stallions, none on the Indians.
I think it's on Drew Martin. That's his third.
Here's the inbound to Dickey.
Afford to set him either.
Dickey with a fadeaway, missed the shot. And rebound by Peltis. He has it stolen away by McKinney. McKinney goes up the shot, missed it. Offit comes away with it. Back the other way for the Stallions now.
For the 3.
Britt missed the shot. Rebound McKinney. Tash McKinney down the lane. All the way it scores. 46-29. Indians by 17. Here's Offit back the other way now for the Stallions. Over to Peltis. He'll fire one. Got it. 3-point shot for Peltis, a freshman.
I could call it a 2.
Did they call it a 2?
Yep.
Okay. 46-31. Here's a turnaround in the lane, and it's banked in by big Noah Cooper. He's a presence in there for sure.
He is. He's
6'4" frame. A white body, too. Here's Peltis with it again for the Stallions. Out to Offit. He'll launch a three-pointer, and he drains it in. 48-34. Wayne City led by 3 points after one quarter, led by 7 at the half, and lead now by 14. Inside, the shot is up and in. Was that Dickey or Cooper on that? Cooper got that one again. Okay. Big man knows what to do with it when he gets it that close, doesn't he?
That's a pretty shot by Brett.
He's got a lot. 50-36.
Nice form on that jumper.
Again, he is a junior, so he'll be back next year, as will Offit. Shot is missed in the lane by Caden Taylor, and we're going to have some new players checking in here in a moment for Wayne City. We have Jarrett Lewis back in, and Andrew White's going to come back in. And checking in for the Stallions will be Jensen Boatwright, number 42, and that's his first action. He's a pretty good sized lad.
You believe this kid beside me went and got a bag of popcorn, didn't bring me any?
All right, man. I'll tell you what.
I sit here and smell it.
Oh, boy. That's torture. That's torture.
Did you hear what I said?
But you know what? He probably didn't have any chicken dumplings.
He may not have.
Yeah.
Can you believe this kid beside me went and got a bag of popcorn, didn't bring me any?
Billy trying to get some popcorn.
He's
Brett takes it all the way in.
He's laughing. He didn't hear me. He's laughing.
Nice drive to the basket by Sam Britt, makes it a 12-point game, 50-38, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Again, the Sports Couch debuts on the radio in addition to AreaSports.net this Saturday morning. We'll be on the big AM 1210 and 98.7 WILY in Centralia. So join us for that. Or, of course, live streaming on AreaSports.net. Players diving on the floor. Here's a drive to the basket. Shot is up and in.
Garrett Lewis.
Lewis with the bucket. Makes it 52-38. Offit with it back out front. To Britt. Inside to Boatwright. Now clear it again and reset it with Offit. Britt for a three. Yep, right her down. Sam Britt, 52-41.
Driving down the lane. On the night.
Does he really? Kent Miller missed the shot. Rebound by the Stallions.
Oh, I thought he was going to take another one.
To Britt. Over to Peltis. He'll fire away. And bounces off the top of the backboard. Durham with the rebound. Almost a steal. Now Miller has it. Gives it ahead to McKinney. McKinney over here to Lewis. Now right side, they'll work it to White. He missed a shot, and we've got a push off underneath the basket.
Like 42. Taylor, that's his fourth.
Is it really?
Yep.
So he'll take a seat, and checking in to replace him will be Clark Anderson. Anderson, the 6'3" senior. We had 9 seniors on this Wayne City club. We haven't seen the other foreign exchange student get in the game yet, Giacomo Erba. Probably get him in here before long. See him sitting down there on the bench.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get him in there. Boatwright is fouled from behind. He went up for a second effort.
I think it's on Anderson.
Jensen Boatwright. Go to the line. He's a sophomore for Coach Britt. Again, his 2 seniors are out tonight. One with an injury and one with an illness. 1.4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Free throw is short.
You know, they're within 10 again.
They
was down, 15 or something while ago?
15 or 16,
yeah.
I believe, yeah.
And then that last 3 minutes got a little maniac. And it was in their favor.
That's the end of the third quarter. Our score is Wayne City 52 and Christ Our Rock 43. We'll come back with the fourth and final quarter in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
Sometimes you need an attorney who can look out for your interest. Located just a short drive away in Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves offer a free consultation to discuss your needs. Everything is discreet and confidential. At Olson and Reeves, they can provide you with consultation and assistance with traffic law and DUIs, estate planning, living wills, divorce, real estate contracts, personal injury and accidents, as well as medical malpractice. Call Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law in Mount Vernon at 316-7322.
Welcome back here at Wayne City High School, where the Indians are playing their home opener tonight, and it's a Midland Trail Conference contest. They lead it after three quarters against Christ Our Rock Stallions, 52-43. I'm Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett.
The scoring that quarter was 22-20.
Yeah, it was a 7-point halftime lead. It's now a 9-point lead for the Indians, as Britt will bring it up against McKinney. Start this fourth quarter. Out to the top it comes to Martin. Martin was kind of quiet in that third quarter, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
After he made some noise in the first half for the Stallions. Foul's called on the Indians. On McKinney in second. Here's a drive by Offit. He scores. Tymar Offit makes it a 7-point game again, 52-45. The Indians back in the front court. McKinney against Offit. To Travis Dickey. Dickey stops and pops off the dribble, and he got it. Nice 15-foot jump shot.
7 for Dickey tonight.
Back to a 9-point lead, 54-45. Peltis gives it up to Britt. To Offit, back to Britt. He'll shoot one off the dribble. It's no good. 4 Indians there for the rebound. They'll come back the other way with it. McKinney out to Miller. Miller's going to drive. Tries to bounce it across to Noah Cooper, and stolen away by Peltis. He'll give it up to Offit. Here come the Stallions. Going to have a blocking foul called on the Indians. Offit tried to make his way to the basket. It'll be out of bounds to the Stallions. It's non-shooting foul. That foul is going to go against Miller, his third. It'll be 16 fouls on the Indians. There's 3 on the Stallions this half. That's a 5 count on Christ Our Rock. Turnover gives it back to Wayne City with 6:44 to go in the ball game, and they lead it by 9. 54-45. Well, how about those Hamilton County Lady Foxes starting off 9-0?
Boy, they're on a roll.
They are on a roll, aren't they?
I talked to Coach Weimer the other day, and he said that probably Carmi, Fairfield, and Pinckneyville would be some of their toughest competitors.
Drew Martin with a nice-looking 3-ball. Cuts the lead to 6. Don't go
they're
anywhere.
Back in this game.
Yes, they are. 54-48. We just said that Martin had been quiet during that third quarter. Well, he answered the bell right there. Noah Cooper inside gets fouled before the shot. That'll be out of bounds on the baseline for the Indians.
Britt, his third.
You know, they got both Cooper and Durham both in there right now. You got a pair of strong post players. Out to Travis Dickey. Shot is in and out. Oh, good. That went all the way around the rim. Took some paint off. McKinney from the corner, no good. Cooper back up. He got it. Big Noah Cooper. Puts the Indians back up by 8.
Off the bench for 8.
Britt's going to fire a 3-pointer. It's no good. Cooper with the rebound. Clears it out to Dickey. Or to Miller. Now to Dickey. Out to McKinney. Over to Miller. Bounce pass to Durham. Back inside. Shot is short by Miller, but the garbage bucket by Durham puts the Indians back.
Christ Our Rock is just not tall enough to keep him out of there.
Now, when you got 6'2" and 6'4" in there with the strength they've got, too, it's quite a presence in the post for Wayne City, that's for sure. Timeout on the court. Timeout with 5:29 to go in the ball game, and hey, we'll just keep it right here. What else on your mind tonight, Billy? You always got sports on your mind.
Yeah, I do.
Illinois didn't play very well last night.
Well, they didn't. I'll tell you what, they spot them about 20-some points.
That was an ugly loss.
Oh, man, it was ugly.
I'll give Coach Underwood credit, though. He actually was, said, hey, this one's on me.
Yep.
I did not have him prepared.
Yeah.
And so he took the credit for the loss. So.
And, I don't know. Boy, they could have used one of them. He spent all these timeouts in the first half.
Yeah.
He could have used one right down there in that stretch, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Put it in there with one of them, as Les Winkler says, one of them 14 media timeouts.
Yeah, right.
Them media timeouts. You follow him on Twitter?
Yes.
They wear him out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's funny.
Slukey's got a big game at home tomorrow night with Norfolk State.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when they get into the Valley schedule.
Yeah.
It really is.
Or Northern Iowa and Bradley and some of them is playing some good teams. Bradley's playing Memphis tonight on TV.
Yeah, Bradley's been playing some tough competition.
Drake's been playing some competition.
Offit has it knocked away from him, and Cooper comes away with the carom. Clears it out to Miller. Here come the Indians. To Durham. He's going to lob one down to Cooper. And he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. Foul's going to go on Boatwright, I think. Yep. Foul on Boatwright's his first.
Ramsauer.
Or Ramsauer, I'm sorry, yes. I was looking at the wrong guy. Cooper at the line, missed it. Free throw shooting's been a little bit of an Achilles heel tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
You get into a really tight basketball game, and those free throws are so important. And you can practice them and practice them and practice them during practice, and they go in. But it's just not a game situation because you're not out of breath as much like you are during the ball game. You're not sweating as much like you are during the ball game. You don't have the noise of the crowd and, all that stuff. And it's hard to simulate. It really is. Here's a drive baseline by Britt. Can't shoot. Comes out to Offit. He'll put one up just inside the arc. It won't go. Gets his rebound, though. Goes back up and in. Nobody boxed him out. 59-50. 9-point lead for the Indians. They have the basketball. 4:35 to go in the ball game.
10 for him tonight.
Miller has it. Looking to Durham inside.
There's a mismatch there.
He gives it to Dickey. He'll take it to the glass. Missed it. Ball's tipped. And it's out of bounds off Taylor, they say. They're going to give it to the Stallions, and that's going to be a timeout. Going to be called by Wayne City. Timeout called by Coach Corona. I don't think Coach Corona's 100% pleased with the way things are going. I mean, we're up by 9, either. But I don't think that he's happy with some of the things he sees, and so he's going to go through some more things.
As long as the team is within single digits, right now, 3-possession game.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Yeah, and the way that Offit and Britt and Martin can all shoot the three,
and as scrappy as they are in defense, you can't hold it.
Right.
Right.
Hey, we mentioned the fact that Wayne City had beefed up their schedule this year, and boy, they sure have, as they are going to be going on the road and playing Murfreesboro and also playing Robinson this year. They're also going to be in the North Clay Shootout against Metro East Lutheran. They're also going to Johnson City as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. And, of course, they still have Fairfield on the schedule.
Yeah. Where's that at this year?
At
Fairfield?
The Fairfield game is at Fairfield on February 4th, yeah. Next action for Wayne City will be this weekend, the 10th, as they'll be on the road at Sisney against the Runnin' Lions. The Runnin' Lions are playing Dietrich tonight up at Sisney. We'll have that score for you a little later on. Here's Britt with it. Out front to Peltis. Peltis in the corner. And back out. He'll set it again. To Britt. He'll shoot off the dribble. Missed the shot. Rebound, Caden Taylor gets it up to McKinney, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. Stops the clock with 3:47 to go in the game. And that'll send Taj McKinney to the line for the Indians.
On Britt.
That's his third. And the team fouls are even now at 6 apiece. Free throw's good. And that one's good. 11-point lead for the Indians. Stallions back on the attack, off it. Out front with Martin. Back to Offit. To Peltis now. Peltis wants to shoot, can't, goes to Offit. Tries to find a gap in the lane. He does and takes it all the way to the hole. I'll tell you what, he is quick.
He is.
Cuts the lead to 9 again. Indians got to take care of the basketball here.
Regular season final tonight in the Diamond. Christopher 50, Cobden 42.
All right. Pass inside to Caden Taylor, and he scores. Taylor again, the transfer in from Weber, as a steal and a bucket is good by McKinney. Puts the Indians back up by 13 with 2:53 to go. Benton beat Johnson City tonight, 59-33, down at the Goreville tournament. Shot is missed by the Stallions, and the Indians back on the attack again. They go inside to Taylor. He works on the post. He banks it up and in. Nice move by Taylor. They got 3 guys that can play the post for Wayne City.
Did the Lady Foxes play Carmi tonight?
I
got a final 3 minutes ago. Hamilton County 46, Carmi White County 31.
Can't tell you. I can tell you that Fairfield beat Wayne City in girls basketball.
That'd be 10-0 for them, wouldn't it?
It would be. Fairfield girls beat Wayne City girls 43-35 tonight. That one, of course, played at Fairfield at the Neal Barn. 5 count's going to be called. And timeout actually is called.
Lady Foxes at 12-3-19 play Carmi. So, yeah, they beat Carmi tonight. So they're 10-0.
And Lady Foxes have won 41 home games in a row.
I didn't know that.
I just learned that today.
Wow.
Lady Foxes of Hamilton County have won 41 straight home games.
I told Danny the other night when we did that game, I said, I've always told my non-Foxes friends, I said, if you know anything about coaching, you want to pad a record, get you a Lady Foxes job.
Salem will win tonight over Newton by a score of 51-44. So Coach Andy Fehrenbacher, his team improves to 3-2 on the season. They went 2-2 up there at the Lawrence County Capital Classic. They beat Newton tonight.
Louisville beats Michigan 58-43.
Well, that'll make some people happy and some people sad. Yeah, you mentioned Christopher over Cobden, 50-42. We mentioned Pinckneyville beat Flora, 64-33. Woodlawn was leading Hillsboro by about 40.
They beat them. I seen a final.
And we got a 15-point game here with 2:18 left. Stallions have made a couple runs to get it back to single digits a few times. Marissa defeated Alvarado tonight, 49-35. In a girls contest, Christopher girls beat the Alvarado girls 43-39. All right, here is the trigger for the Stallions. Ramsauer is going to get it into Britt. Britt brings it up against McKinney. Almost has it stolen. Britt gets it back, goes up for the shot, and it rims in and out, no good. Rebound by the Indians. Up quickly to McKinney. In the corner, it comes to Dickey. He'll fire up. Got it. It's a 3-ball. Good ball movement that time by the Indians. Biggest lead of the game for Wayne City.
That probably put the dagger in it there, Randy.
Yep, biggest lead of the game. It's 18 right now as Offit takes it in. He scores, count the bucket, and a foul.
He's at 8 this quarter.
Minute 48 to go in the contest. Wayne City is going to improve to 3-1 on the season, and Christ Our Rock is going to drop to 2-3. Things play out the way they appear to be with a minute 48 left. Caden Taylor takes a seat, and Noah Cooper comes back in for the Indians.
That was his 5th foul.
Free throw is good. It's a 15-point game, and Offit is going to be called for the fouls. He went for the steal. So we'll walk down to the other end, and going to the line will be Taj McKinney, 5'9" sophomore for the Indians. Minute 45 left. And free throws good.
Taz is 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
Next action for the Indians is this weekend.
Jinxed him.
They go on the road at Grayville. And next week they'll be on the road at Sisnick. Inside, the shot is up and in by Ramsauer. 71-57, minute 25 left. There's a double team right at the midcourt stripe. Ball comes loose, picked up by McKinney. McKinney with the acrobatic shot, no good. The follow, no good. Noah Cooper back up and in. The big man, Noah.
Noah's had a good night tonight.
He has.
Oh, they let Britt get by, but he missed it.
Missed the bunny that
Missed
time.
the bunny.
And then the foul's going to be called. We called on Offit, I believe, wasn't it? Or is it on
Ramsauer?
Ramsauer, his second. 62 seconds left in this one. Kenny will go back to the line. Wholesale changes here for the Stallions. They're going to bring a whole new 5 in. And into the ball game for the Indians, you'll have Darren Duez back in, one of the foreign exchange students. And coming in for the shooter here in a minute is Andrew White. McKinney's free throw is good. Another one by McKinney is also good. And he'll leave the ball game, and checking in again for him will be Andrew White. Again, 62 seconds left. Here come the Stallions. All new 5 out there, so we'll try to give you some names, although 31 is not in my program, and he's got the basketball, so...
He better not score.
33 is Braden Luking. He's a freshman. Shot is up, no good. Comes out to 44. That's Ryan Wibbles. And Ryan Wibbles scores on a 3-ball. freshman. Hit it. 75-60. On the other end, here's Andrew White with a shot. No good. Tipped around. Noah Cooper came away with it. Jensen Boatwright is back in there also for Christ Our Rock, number 42. Here is the inbound. Comes to White. Over to Lewis. His shot's missed. No good. Chased down in the corner by Duez. And we got another foul. Another girls' final for you here. Centralia beat Carbondale 49-32. Girls action. Boys action. Goreville leads Hardin County after one quarter, 20-8. That's the nightcap down at the Goreville tournament tonight. 12 seconds to go as Duez at the line makes the first one.
Goreville may dominate that tournament. AJ's going to be tough, though.
Well, AJ put it on Hamilton County tonight, that's for sure. 77-60. That might be our final. Let's see if the Stallions get another shot off here. Dribbling around out there is the number 31 that we don't have a name for, and that's the ball game. That is your final score. Wayne City wins it here in their home opener against the Stallions of Christ Our Rock by a score of 77-60. Billy's going to work on our stats. We'll come back and pass those along to you in just a moment. Wrap things up here from Wayne City in just a moment, live on AreaSports.net.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at WayneWhitePropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods, located on West Main Street in Sometimes you need an attorney who can look out for your interest. Located just a short drive away in Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves offer a free consultation to discuss your needs. Everything is discreet and confidential. At Olson and Reeves, they can provide you with consultation and assistance with traffic law and DUIs, estate planning, living wills, divorce, real estate contracts, personal injury and accidents, as well as medical malpractice. Call Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law in Mount Vernon at 316-7322.
Yeah, welcome back here to Wayne City, where the Indians win their home opener tonight and improve to 3-1 on the season. They win it 77-60. They led after one quarter, 16-13. Led it at halftime, 30-23. Increase their lead to 9 points after three quarters, 52-43, and win it by 17 tonight, 77-60. Well, Billy, tell us how we got there.
All righty, for the victorious Wayne City Indians, which totaled up 77 points tonight. Travis Dickey had 10. Marcus Durham had 14. Listen to this scoring.
Okay.
Caden Taylor, 16. Taz McKinney, 16. Andrew White, 3. Darren Duez had 3. And Noah Cooper come off the bench with 11. He had a pretty good night off the bench.
So five guys in double figures.
Five guys in double figures, yeah. They was 11 for 16 from the free throw line. They didn't shoot many in the first half. Sometimes that tells a tale in the scoring difference of 17 points in the second half. Mm-hmm. For Christ Our Rock, Offit had 15, Sam Britt 17, Drew Martin 15, Ramsar 2, Boatwright 1, Pelties 5, Webbles 3. They were 10 for 18 from the free throw line.
All right. So, again, Christ Our Rock drops to 2-3 on the season, and Wayne City improves to 3-1. And with the addition of Caden Taylor and the emergence of Noah Cooper, and the fact that Wayne City's got so much depth.
Yeah, there's 27 points between the two of them.
Yeah, and you saw such a balanced scoring attack tonight with 5 guys in double figures. Wayne City is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with this year in Class 1A basketball. There's no question about it.
Yep.
And with the rugged schedule that they've added this year, adding teams like Murfreesboro and Robinson and Metro East Lutheran and Johnson City, it's only going to help them be better, I believe.
Oh, I know, yeah.
No question about it. Okay. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from Wayne City. We hope that you enjoyed our broadcast here live on AreaSports.net. We plan on being in Fairfield this Saturday for the Mules home opener there against Cesar-Valier. That'll be a spirited contest, I would say. It certainly was last year down at Cesar. I recall that. But, of course, we'll have a lot of other things going on throughout the season as well. And, of course, join us Saturday morning for the Sports Couch at 8:30 for 90 minutes of great local sports talk, both here on AreaSports.net and also debuting on the radio on the big AM 1210 and 98.7 WILY this Saturday morning. For Billy Rockett, I'm Randy Olson saying thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And, hey, we'll say so long from Wayne City.